You know that.
Afternoon, UmbrellaTalk. This is your host, Ron G. Today we're here with TattedByJerri, tattoo artist, #1 female tattoo artist in Charleston right now. Jerry, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. We appreciate you for stopping by.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
you taking
having
time
me.
out your busy day.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Jerry, man, she special. She whole lot than just tattoos. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let you give the people, first of all, let them know your social media sites, your outlets, where they can see your work at, and get them a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm definitely I go by TattedByJerri on social media. My Facebook is TattedByJerri. My Instagram is official_TattedByJerri. That's where you'll find most of my work. I've been doing this for about 5.5 years now, going on 6 years, and I'm just a local female tattoo artist, just trying to, do what I can, get it out the mud, and just put out my work, and give people what I'm good at. So, just check me out, and definitely hit me up. Because I can definitely, execute what you need.
Yes, she can. Yes, she can. And she ain't trying, y'all. She's doing.
Thank you.
She's doing. So, I guess you're born with
what?
The art.
No,
the talent.
I don't know. I could say it is. I had aunts that definitely were into artistry, and they did that stuff. They weren't as heavy as me, but from there, I would say that my mom and stuff that they weren't so much into it, but my aunts, it definitely trickled down onto me. And I carried it on through. I'm definitely the most artistic person.
You just don't learn how to draw.
No.
That thing got, I said.
I've been doing it since like 4th grade. That's the earliest grade that I remember. So
you remember,
I've been drawing since 4th grade, and that's when I really took it seriously. I tried to impress, people that probably a little boy that I liked. I was trying to impress him, and I was like, I drew a Dragon Ball Z thing, and I really executed it. That's what kind of found my love, and then from there, I just kept with it, and I went to art college and all that stuff, and then I said, you know what, I'm gonna try doing tattoos after I graduated. So
okay,
yeah.
I see you with your art now, like you transforming, you're blooming.
Yeah, expanding, trying to do my different horizons. Yeah, that's always been in my background. Like, like I said, I've been always a fan of multimedia and mixed media. So I'm not just, a painter.
In one room.
Yeah, I'm not just a painter or somebody who does pencil drawings. I don't like to be put in a box. You know what I'm saying? So
you're an artist.
Yeah, I like to anything that I feel like is beautiful and that I know I can do. I try to channel that and just try to do my best.
You're creative.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're creative.
I don't want nobody to think, I'm small-minded or put me in one category. I try to expand and listen. If you can think it, I really believe I can do it.
You can
do
anything you put your mind to. You
right,
can do,
absolutely.
I believe ain't no such thing as can't.
Right, agreed.
And failure, because failure is just a lesson to, okay, this is how I need to do it. I can't do this now.
Absolutely. And that's how I felt, honestly, about tattoos. I'm going to be real with you. Like, I knew I could draw, but being on skin is totally different. You see what I'm saying? And so, honestly, there were, you got your people that are willing to be the canvases for you to start out. And it was things that I was not proud of. But honestly, the fact that I wanted to keep trying, that kept me going. And now, 5 years later, I'm actually proud. Like, I look back and I'm just like, wow, I definitely came a long way. Yeah, I definitely appreciate it.
That's what's up. I see you had your, like an art show.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Last month?
I did. That was just
How did that go?
It went great. It was for other, arts that I do. So it wasn't tattooing, but it was for mixed media. So, paintings along with textured art. Like you could touch the art. You could see the art is 3D. It comes at you. So that's kind of what I love to do. I'm more hands-on with that. I try to sell my pieces so that people can, enjoy what I have. But what I plan to do is not sell those custom pieces anymore. I'm going to make pieces to sell, but from here on out, I want to do an exhibition.
Yeah.
So where I present my work, people can come and see, and then they can place orders. You know what I'm saying? So
you'll do replica.
Exactly, right. So that's what I'm trying to get to. Just, getting people know I do those types of art. And then, place your orders with me. I can create whatever you got in mind, So that's my goal.
Okay. So how has it been, like, have you experienced going to, like, the art shows, the art galleries?
I have, but in college, I went to a lot of, I'm going to be real with you, a lot of, Caucasian galleries. These are galleries that more so, You have the white artists. It's not so much black cultural artists that are doing things. So
our art got more of a meaning to it.
Absolutely, it has more of a background. It has more. You can feel what you're looking at. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and with
you
theirs,
can sit there and be like, okay, this is
yeah.
that.
So
a person get their perception.
There you go. The college I went to was downtown Charleston, and you know when you go downtown, we live here. All they care about is landscape, water. You know the plantations, the memorial pieces. But with us, we got more of a story to tell. So I definitely like to get to the root, the black art, like what our ancestors went through, like what we feel as far as culture and church and our children. So I put all that stuff in my paintings, as versus the generic stuff that you find on the market.
Yeah. And that's really generic stuff.
Right, exactly. And I appreciate it, but that's not what I like to see. And I want people like me that try to see different aspects of art. I want y'all to see what I see. So let me give y'all a different point of view. So that's why I try to get.
There's a lot of people like me. A lot of people wouldn't look at me and be like, "Oh, he don't want to go to art gallery."
Right. It's kind of boring when you're kind of seeing the same
but
stuff.
That's peaceful.
Yeah, the art gallery is peaceful, but it just depends on the type of art you're looking
at.
Right. So that's
that's what I'm saying. That then the whole thing, like, okay, I might don't like that, but as in the actual experience, the atmosphere, being there,
you're getting more from it. Exactly. So that's kind of what I want to give people, and that's my goal, to just have a exhibition, a gallery where they can come in and view all of that. You might not like 3 pieces, but you connected with 5 other ones. That's like, this is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So
what would you say that you think that you can bring to our business? Is to reach out to all the cultures. Our business, any business you do is to reach out to all the cultures. What would you say that you would bring to capture our people? Because quote unquote, it's like you got to down there throw a gimmick to them.
Right, but honestly, in order to catch people of different genres, that's where I feel like I need to be diverse. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm willing to give people diversity. That's my answer, because somebody might not like the African painting that I do that touches our culture. They might like the see me, I'm a different genre. I like cartoons. I like images with color. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so they might like the trippy types of paintings. They might like the cartoon paintings. Like me, I'm somebody who doesn't categorize in one section. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I try to bring to the people: diversity. And you can look at my art and say, dang, the same person that did this cartoon childlike painting did this cultural touching painting. Like, I can't believe that the same person did these 2 different pieces. So that's my thing. It's diverse. Your grandma might not want what the 21-year-old want. You see what I'm saying? But I still can sell to both audience. So that is my goal.
Yeah. So you able to when I say this, it'll take it the wrong way. I live myself for it. You able to do 5, 6 different things one time.
Absolutely. If I put my mind to it. Now, see,
they really call our type of people ADHD.
Yeah, but
not really is one thing bores you, or you get once you learn it.
No, and that's why I correct you. So see, and I get what you're saying, right? One thing does not bore me. The thing about it is, my mind works in a way of, if I'm doing one thing and I have space to do something else, I feel as though I'm not going to focus all my energy on this one project. I still got room to do 2 and 3. I can balance and compromise, because at the end of the day, people, it's all about organization and time frame. If I were to get this offer up and running, people are going to want their orders in a timely and a turnaround time. So my thing is, I'm able to like work on 3 different projects at once, because that gives me a balance, and it makes me feel like I'm being way more productive. Like, I'm fulfilling my time. You know what
I really can see that in your artwork.
Yeah. I try to do. Yeah,
I can see it in your artwork.
And then honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. You want to know what comes with that too? Say I'm working on 3 different pieces. There could be one piece that I'm not loving like the other 2. You know what I'm saying? So what helps me with me working on 3 different pieces is the fact that I can take a break from the one that I don't like, and then that gives my mind a chance to recharge. I'm working on the 2 that I do love, and I can come back and say, boom. So that way it still makes all 3 still great.
Yeah, I be like that. They do. Yeah. I'll be editing one project, and I'll think of something on this project right here. If I don't write it down right then, or I'll go right to it.
Right, exactly. You got to kind of like, you got to, like I said, just find a balance. And then even if it's there for now, write a mental note, come back to it. It just kind of helps to like balance and like organize. That's just how I work. And then from there, even though it looks like I'm doing 3 things at once, I really do have a system. You know what I'm saying? So where it's like, okay, break from this. I'm tired, but I'm getting things done. Now,
you just really mentally tied on that one project.
Yeah, for sure. One's always going to be my, for sure, focus. But, I'm getting things done. Like I said,
yeah, you
deadlines
getting
are
it
being
done.
made.
Yeah.
Exactly. So.
That's better than, cause it's like you get a mental block.
Right.
Exactly. And it's better than just sitting there. Okay, let me go do something.
Right. I don't want to sit there and be thinking, and now I don't know how to go left or right. I don't know how to move. When I could be like, you know what, maybe I just need a break. Don't think about it at all.
Don't think
now
about it.
Now I'm gonna go do something else and come back, and it could come to me
just
right
like
there.
That.
That's what you gotta do. Yeah.
That's what
so I'm learning that as I grow as an artist, you gotta kind of take your time and what's the word? Respect the process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta, because it's a process.
It's a process,
and you'll understand it the more patience you have.
And that's what it all become boiled down to, having patience.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might get overwhelmed, but
yeah,
come back. Okay, now we got it.
And that's honestly, if we were to talk about patience with me and my tattoo work, I find myself doing long projects, like 7-hour projects, right? But we do break, right? But if I don't take a break and I'm going and going, that's why I say I have to tell myself constantly when I'm working, trust the process, because take a break, because at this point you're burnt out. You know what I'm saying? Like now I don't want to do it. Now I'm rushing. I don't want to get through it. So what I do is say, if I take 20 minutes, I can recharge and I'm, you know what I'm saying, you're back at it again. So it's kind of like a system of what you have to do for yourself. So I try to do that and take my time with my tattoos, because if I rush it, I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna be happy with the end product.
And that sometimes comes with knowing your craft.
Yeah.
And you already mastered, so it's like it's easy.
Right.
And like you said, if you don't pay attention, you're like, man, I don't like that.
I know, right? But it sucks when you're trying to work on something and you're trying to execute it, but if you don't time it right, you're gonna mess it up. So if it's something that you want to do, and you, like you said, perfecting your craft is something that you want to perfect, but then you rushed it, you're not gonna like it. You're more frustrated. Yeah. So
I don't care how much knowledge you got in it, how good you it. I'd be like that sometime in here. I'll go through it. Damn, I don't like that. Now I gotta go back and do something.
And you figure out how you gotta fix it, or
now
you done created more problems for yourself. You're not doing that.
You're not doing that. Yeah. So I gotta stick to the mind home. Okay, I had to master my craft.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you stop yourself before you even rush yourself, you'll be more happy with the outcome.
Yeah. You might not be proud of the outcome.
Yeah, but no, I feel like you're more proud. My thing is, what I get frustrated with is time. I thought I was gonna be done by 5 o'clock. No. Now it's 7.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I have to separate the two. Like, you can't go into this thinking, oh, your time frame is 5, because now you rushing, and so I had to take a beat and say, Jerry, don't rush. Take a minute. Now it's okay. You here 7. You here 2 more hours. You here till 7.
It's all about the client being there on time,
and it's all about you loving your work.
Yeah.
I want to be happy when you leave here.
And see, that's how I feel too. For anything I do, like with the edits and all my cutting my hair, whatever I do is a walking billboard for me. That's bigger than the internet or any place we advertise at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a person walking, who did that tattoo?
Right. Word of mouth will get you far, and it's like
them lines stick.
Right. Exactly. And that's what I like. I love a referral. I love when people work with people, and like, oh, somebody on my job, or somebody like, that's what really, because now they're looking into you. So not everybody has social media. Not everybody can look you up. So that face value and that the work showing for itself in person, it's the best. So
it is the best. It is the best.
Absolutely.
What can you give the young ladies coming up to inspire them to be more open to themselves, to want to do the tattoos, but they're afraid?
What I would give them is, honestly, and saying never give up sounds generic and basic, but I break that down as to saying, as a female artist, and then you Black on top of that, it's hard enough as is, you know what I'm saying? So this is a male dominated industry. So, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, when me starting out, I had to honestly prove myself to several artists out here locally before they would even pay attention to me. You see what I'm saying? So honestly, even though you have there were people that I would start off with, you got your cousins or friends that just want a free tattoo. You know what I'm saying? And it might not turn out the way that you thought it would or they thought it would. Don't let that discourage you, like, to push forward, because you're going to mess up. You're going to they knew that before they sat with you. You know what I'm saying? They knew that, and that's why they tested you out, because yes, you're a deal, you're free, and they know you got potential, which is why they came to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point. My thing is, I've had so many challenges where it just felt like those small things made me want to stop. You got your friend telling you, girl, you messed me up, or you got like people saying that, you're a female, or they're not paying attention to you, and you trying, but you have to keep going. And it definitely was not like the easiest journey. I had somebody that was in a shop that actually saw me and mentored me for a year. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like with that, you have to find the small joys. Take those opportunities, and then you go for, because you never know. Like you might have 5 no's of people playing you, but then that one person that's like, oh, you got some potential. Take that
That's your
and go
shot.
right. That's your shot, and
That's
that's
your
kind of
shot.
what I did. And I just,
Yeah.
it just sucks because people will look down on you. It's a hard industry.
And on the same note with that there, the supporters. Support.
Yeah, for sure.
At that point of their career, yeah, constructive criticism, I wouldn't say it's not needed, but more love needed than critiquing it when you
Right.
know the level where they're at.
But I feel like constructive criticism is needed, right? But only in a positive light.
And a positive.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
My thing is, we're not here to tear each other down.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't rock with it, you don't
And I'm
like
going
it,
off of what you said, like,
right.
people were looking over you.
Yeah.
And like, I know it probably when your own family members, your own
for
friends,
sure.
and them
Yes.
them supposed to be your main support.
Absolutely. And you know what sucks? You even willing to ask somebody for where I know where I've come from. I'm going on 6 years. So it's kind of like, I've been there. I had lower prices then. I'm still willing to give, now that I've advanced, I'm still willing to give family discounts and friends to look out because I want y'all to support me, right? But then it's just kind of like, you still don't. Even I've enhanced, you know what I'm saying? You can't bend or flex your rules for anybody, because then how do you grow? You know what I'm saying?
Grow, yeah.
So I've had that with people saying, I'm not in their range. I'm not the artist for them, which is okay. At the end of the day, I know where I came from, and I know where I'm at.
But then support don't always mean in a form of
no. If
money.
you sitting with me,
Yeah.
it's in a form of referrals.
Yeah.
You might even have not one tattoo, but listen, I know one good girl that
she
I can send you to. Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
And she's gonna be on her business.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Everything gonna be on business. When you go to them other people, she run it the same way.
Absolutely. But then when I say, and people that can't, sit with me, right? That might not be. I like to, because I love my city, like I like to do deals. Sometimes I do deals. I run specials. So it's kind of like, this might not be a regular day pricing for you, but guess what? Catch me next month. And I can look out for, because I am of quality and you're going to get what you ask for.
Well, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And she is.
Yeah.
She is.
Thank you.
She is.
For sure.
You remember your first tattoo you did?
I do. It was on myself, but that doesn't count. The first one on a client,
yeah.
I do remember it, and I look back and oh my god, oh my god, I
don't. So did you cover up your first tattoo on yourself?
No, I don't think I did. It's still on my ankle. It's still on my ankle. I just did a little small. I know. And then look, I still got this one right here. This is one of the first ones. This little spade here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to test out the ink. Can I draw a line? Can I make the sheet? That's what I did. And I did them all. The first 4 I did on myself, and then I got my first piece of skin.
Okay. So I knew we had talking. You and like teaching it.
Mm-hmm.
If the time opportunity presents itself, say like I have a homegirl who has an organization called the Solace Today, and she worked with young ladies. If you had like a group of young ladies who wanted you to mentor them or teach them or be apprentice to you, would you?
Yes, absolutely. And honestly, even though that's not something I'm looking
to that's
do,
how I know.
It's not something you know what I'm saying? The fact that they even came, like that stuff uplifts me. Honestly, and people, like, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, in my mind, I don't think I'm that big of a deal. Like people, Charleston is it's a small city, but it's a big city.
It's a big city.
People can know you and not know you. So when people come to me and say, Jerry, I got a group of girls that just definitely look up to your work, and that just makes me feel amazing. So even if I didn't have the idea to teach these women, I want to give them everything that I can for them to grow. So I would definitely do it.
Because you definitely had that to give them beyond just being a tattoo artist.
And then for me to be so I'm a woman, and I had it hard trying to get advice from men. Now these women got somebody to talk to, another black woman. I'm not gonna give you that type of time. Like, come to me. I'm where you get your answers. So I would love to be that source of information.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. And the young girls, they really need it, man.
They do.
Because I don't even see them double dutch no more. So
yeah, I know. Nothing, no outside activities, no what do you call it? Chalk on the sidewalk. I can't.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I know. So yeah.
But I believe it is young girls, young ladies that want to do it, but
Absolutely. You just
a lot of
gotta
people ain't as strong as our generation, your generation, to
right. And we
it's
gotta give
discouraging, so they give up on their dream.
they
Really,
do. And we gotta give them what? The paths to find their way,
to
right?
find their
We
way.
gotta
But
kinda help them.
we also got to sit in their face. Okay, that's what you want to do.
Right. Talking, communication,
Okay, here
exactly.
you go.
Right.
Okay, tomorrow they might don't want to do that, but you putting in front of their face what they
Exactly.
need for what they.
Exactly.
Okay, this is what you want, because we know if that ain't the job for you, if you don't like that job, that ain't the job for you.
It's
You're
right.
never gonna be happy.
Right. Exactly. You're gonna be finding the next thing. You ain't gonna never stay on the job. Exactly.
And then that's just another way of just teaching them entrepreneurship.
Absolutely. Right.
Because I know you're going to teach them everything within it, not just being a tattoo artist.
Right. I need you to
Drawing
know.
and
Yeah.
that's just 10% of your
And
business.
it's not just that. Say, I provide a service, but you also got to know how to deal with people. So that's a business end. How do you deal with customer service? How do you deal with marketing? How do you deal with so not only yeah, I do tattoos.
You're a psychiatrist.
I'm not, I'm not just saying, hey, it's $200 for that.
Yeah.
No. Hi. You know what I'm saying? We got to create, and where I'm at, right? I try to create an inviting environment. So now they come into my shop and you comfortable. You feel like I'm not going to jack you up. I'm not going to infect you. Yes, because it's inviting. You got vibes. You're filling out paperwork. Everything is to procedure. And so it's kind of like you got to teach these girls how to not only give the service, but
your
give
perception of you as well
business.
too.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try to stay up on that. So,
you can't bring your bad day to work.
Absolutely right. You got to turn that off.
You got to, as soon as you have to do it. I don't care how bad that day is. If you've been that bad, you got to stay home.
Exactly. Oh, you need to reschedule, and that's a part of being your own person, right?
Yeah.
And that's you got to build to get there. But if you're having a bad day, sometimes you got to fight through it. But there's some times where hey, you got some nice clients coming through, right? You can't reschedule.
You can't reschedule.
You know what I'm saying? But you having a bad day, but you have to figure out. Listen, what's more important? I got to put my personal to the side. I can deal with that later. But money is to be made. I have a business to run. This is my reputation. I got to do this.
I got the woosah.
Exactly.
I got the woosah.
So that's so many things for the people to learn and going into business because all of that matters.
It do.
It does.
It do. It do. You said you can remember you started drawing 4 years old. You ever been in any art competitions? Had any your paintings selected?
No. And that's crazy. The fact that you're asking me this is something that I'm definitely going to get into. I definitely hit year 30 this year. Boom.
Okay.
Which is crazy. Your 20s, you're figuring stuff out. I definitely found myself with tattooing. I made myself a name. People know kind of who I am. So from there, now that you know that I'm an artist, right? Let me give you what else I have to offer. So that's why this year, where I did my first, pop-up shop with presenting my art, I'm doing another. I'm going to the Black Girl Art Show in North Carolina. They travel all across the state, and
When is that?
This is the one I'm going to North Carolina is November 26th.
Okay.
And so but they're all over. Yeah, Chicago. They're like in every single state. The closest down here is Columbia, but I just was there last month, so I just didn't want to do it again. But they go to Atlanta, all type of stuff. And it's a Black girl, only Black owned company, and they sell their art pieces. This is more of my medium, more of my speed. So now that I'm getting into these art
somebody
shows,
who look like you.
Now I'm getting to these art shows. I'm trying to put myself, in art shows and stuff like that, where I can sell my pieces and network with people that are just like me and doing the same thing as me. So I'm trying to get a seat at the table.
So is it like a portfolio?
It is. It's a portfolio, but it's also selling.
I'm talking like, say, like you go to one of those events as an artist. How would you show your work to them?
You're showing your work because you pay for a reserved space. So now I have this room where I'm setting up all these pieces, and then the people that come out to that place, you can sell your pieces for $400, $800. Like you're out there selling your work.
So the one you're going to, you're actually doing that.
I'm selling work. Not only am I networking, now I'm not only am I showcasing what I can do, I'm taking orders, but I'm also selling the pieces that are here on hand. You can take this home today. Okay. So yeah, that's where I'm trying to get more into, because you want for me to go out of town, do all this traveling, and I network. I want my business to pay for my trip. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to spend money.
You don't want to come back in the red.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to come back in the red. So that's the thing. So it's just kind of like I'm trying to find these things where I know I can make money and I know I can get the profit back on the back end. And I'm still getting a benefit as far as now I'm getting orders and people know me. So it's still, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get more into.
Okay. And that's something that lasts forever.
Exactly. Like artists forever.
Yeah.
100 years
from now.
Exactly. Right. And that's my goal. Honestly, I tell people all the time, like, even with tattoos, I tattoo somebody, I could die tomorrow. My art is still on you. I definitely am going to live on.
You mark the earth.
But I do want my art to shine on not only through tattoos. I do more like statues. Like Jeff Koons is probably one of my favorite artists, and I learned about him. But he does statues all over the
so you know
the
how to
country.
Run, you know how to run that thing?
Yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to be that person. I do. I'm working on a sculpting right now. I'm working on sculpture pieces. I worked with molding clay. Literally, I just started a week ago.
So is that really hand-eye coordination?
It really is, and you have to not only if you know how to draw a face, you have to learn how to be symmetric in both sides. This is now a 3D object. So that's kind of
really,
what I'm getting. Yeah,
you use your hands to draw, but you really
you also
feeling it out.
Exactly. The back of that head, look right, do the net. Yeah, so it's a whole thing. And that's me. I try to push myself into different mediums. Yeah.
Okay.
Like me, long term, in 10 years, I want to build houses. Like I am that hands-on,
you want to be
that crafty, right? So that's my goal. Like it's not one thing for me.
I've been looking into that doing since I got deep into the editing. I've been looking into that, but I want to start doing like making the like the home improvement shows that come on.
Yeah.
I got a partner who's a construction.
Right. Like flipping.
Yeah, flipping the houses and stuff like that. So I want to start making the stuff like that, and one thing I want to do, like you said, build the houses. I want to be the one that fly my drone over your land. And just get your measurements, and stuff
definitely
like that,
get a layout,
exactly. Foundation,
absolutely.
And do the the architect read
right, absolutely. But then with you, see, I always thought that I was the person that I team up with you and we discussed what you saw, what you recorded, and I'm the one that draws it. You see what I'm saying?
I just got past your program.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I always exactly. It's always what it's so booming. I'm a visual person, so I need to see it on paper. I need to see a drawing where everything is gonna go. So that's just kind of how I absolutely.
Once you see the numbers, it's like, okay, I got it now. I don't need it now. Boom, boom,
absolutely right.
So, like, you ever have people call for like personal pieces?
Personal how? What do you mean?
Like they describe something to you.
Customs.
Yeah,
customs. Yeah, absolutely. I do customs all the time. I do.
How do you put yourself in space for somebody telling you what they want?
Well, see, me, I'm somebody who needs to be challenged. I'm not somebody who can say, "Oh, what you got on hand?" Like I don't have these customs I just pull out of thin air. No,
but if somebody
comes, if somebody comes to me, and that's what people fail to realize. I don't care if it looks like something you want. I need reference photos, and reference photos aren't. It's not saying, "Oh, I'm gonna put this tattoo on you." That's something to give me an idea of what you want. You're leading me in a direction. So I try to communicate with my clients. What are you looking for? What are your likes? Like even if they don't even know what they want. Okay.
No, I'm not even talking about the tattoos. I'm talking about your art.
Oh, art period. Yeah, you did just give me pretty much you give me a list of detail. What are you looking for?
And how do you put yourself in that space to deliver?
To deliver, like I said, they just give me the list. It's pretty much so. If you give me 5 things or you just describe to me what you want, all I can do now from here on out, before I even execute, I probably do a sketch, and that's probably what you're gonna agree on. And then from there, I'll just start doing the final. If you agree on the sketch, then we're good to go.
Yeah.
But all it takes is really a little bit of ideas and brainstorming back and forth, and then from there, I can put it together because I know what you want. I know what you're trying to say. So it's kind of like can I execute? And that's really left in my court. The ball is in my court.
But balls in your court. And that's what I'm saying. Like what space and how do you put yourself in the space to deliver that? Because I really, it's imagination. Really.
Yeah, pretty much. And me putting myself in the space.
But some people can't really.
Yeah, me putting myself in the space is what do I want? My things. I'm so creative in my mind. So what I do for other people is the same way you came to me and you thought that I could come up with something great. That's what I want. I would sit here and I would take weeks or months to put together something that I want for myself. So I'm gonna treat you like as if I were treating myself. Exactly. Yeah. So what is different? We see so much of the repeated designs and different. It's the same thing, just done in different ways. But
so custom painting. What do you give yourself like a timeline to be finishing? What would you give?
No, it can't work like that.
And listen, and really why I would come with that is, do you give your client a timeline on when you?
So if they were doing a painting, right? Standard turnaround time, I need 7 days to really get back to you. But if you're getting something that's more complex, I can't give you that type of turnaround. It's all. That's why I say it's all in the details. So if we're talking about, that's where the consultation comes in. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about what you want, X, Y, Z, and these projects could take longer than normal. So, something that might take 30 hours, for them that wants more, it could take 50. So I put hours into my paintings. That's how I go by hourly. You know what I'm saying? And then you have
And
to
see,
go.
that's something that got to be broke down to the people because they're thinking, oh, if you take 50 hours, oh, that's 7 days. She can do that in a week. Not really.
No, right. Because then I'm a mom. I work. You know what I'm saying? Regular life goes on. So I still have to do their orders. And
you
then
might
also
do 10 hours this week.
Right.
On
Supplies
this,
go into it as well. Because say they're getting a multimedia piece, I still got to go to Michael's. I have to go to Lowe's. I have to get supplies and equipment to give you what you need.
And I ask that because a lot of people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
what goes into it?
What goes into it? The time. You say 50 hours, and they thinking, okay, she should be finishing the week.
Right. Exactly.
Like you're the only piece.
But I might can only dedicate 5 hours a day, or you know what I'm saying,
5 hours a week because
exactly.
you got other projects.
Exactly. So they have to kind of. But I'm somebody who's definitely I like to communicate. I like to be very professional. So if anything changes, I like to do updates and let people know how it's going because you're looking for your piece as much as I'm looking for my money, right? So it's just kind of like I want you to understand that I'm working on it just as hard as you want it and as hard as I need to be paid. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's all about just communication, relationships. If you can wait, just know that at the end of the day, you're gonna love your piece once you get it. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to rush it, you're not. I just feel like it's just a sale to me, and that's not what it is to me. Because when it goes to you, I want you to talk about me to people like I'm being talked about.
The painting is really meant to be a conversation.
Exactly,
piece.
That's the thing, and that's why I say I had my peacock piece, and this lady put it in her dining room where she eats and has guests, and that makes me feel good because she's saying now I added my room is complete. You know what I'm saying? That makes me feel good.
They're gonna talk about it all the time.
She said that exactly. People gonna be like, "Where'd you get that? You can't buy that. You can't buy that. Exactly.
You can't buy that.
So that's the goal.
You can't buy that.
There you go.
You say you like colors and your just colors. Period. You think about doing any comic books?
No. Honestly, no. Because
any characters for comic books?
No. Honestly, no. Honestly, the reason why I say that is because if you look at the style of comic books, it's kind of like an unfinished art.
Yeah.
And if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As far as like with the lines
it's
not
really
touching and and that bothers me. I'm an artist where it bothers me. Like I'm somebody who likes to try to be. If I
it got to be complete.
Yeah. If I can be as perfect as possible, and we all can't be perfect. It's gonna be after I look at stuff, it's gonna be something that's gonna bother me. You
really put 10 hours extra.
I really do. I do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People, I pay attention to the detail, all that stuff. So me, if you want something that's like a unfinished art or something like it's a cartoon, I'm not the person for you because that's gonna bother me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a detailed
That's you
artist.
knowing your space.
Yeah.
Knowing the room
you're
in. I
can't stand playing game or like the easy way out or simple. I like to be like, well, let's look at how we can enhance this because this can look better.
But comics ain't always.
But my thing is, comics are digital. I went to school for graphic design.
Yeah.
I feel like the same way we draw comics, you can make that on a computer.
Yeah, you can.
You see what I'm saying? So to me, I don't knock the comic and that style of art, but that's not for me. It's too unfinished. I need execution, perfection, final product. Like that's me. I need I need you to be able to zoom in and see like, dang, she got that detail. Like that's how I pick at myself. And that's how I continue to grow. Yeah. That's how I do better on the next thing because it's like, Jerry, the same way you left that off, next time you do the same thing like this, you need to do that even better over here. So it's like I literally pick at myself so that way if somebody else pick at me, my feelings can't be hurt.
And you look at your work maybe 1,000 times after
all the time. I be like, no, I do, but that's how we grow. That's how we
grow. Because you be like, right? I ain't put that
right.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna think about it.
Right there. Yeah. And you're gonna make it your business the next time to put it right there.
And you got to understand, like what you see as the artist, nobody else people will not figure out. They're like, well, damn, they wasn't paying attention to that. You see what I'm saying? But if you stare at yourself like that, see how you didn't see it, I brought it to your attention. It's just kind of like that's how you get better. That's just feel like that's how you do.
Yeah. Hey, we got TattedByJerri here, exclusive.
Right
you know
here,
what I'm saying?
I know.
She's not just a tattoo artist.
Not at all.
But your craft open up and make room for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It open up for you to build onto it.
Right. And that's my goal. I want to see what else I can do. I built a platform with tattooing, right? But like I said, the world is only getting harder. You know what I'm saying? And all we could do is try to figure out ways to grow and be our own people. So when I leave here and my son, I want to be able to have something to leave a business, whatever. So, not only tattooing, that's cool and all, but I want to leave a gallery or, businesses to artistry, some other type of
Something all
studio.
he got to do is just add on to it. He ain't even got to
Exactly.
work hard for it.
Yeah. So I just, people think that, I stopped right here. I don't want to just be a tattoo artist. I want to be, I want to be an artist from Charleston that did more than she, that she was, thought she could do.
She did more than what you look at her and judge her by.
Exactly. Like, I didn't know she could do that.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah.
For sure. So yeah.
The top 5 artists.
I can't even do it right now. I have to write it down. And think about it because people have artists on social media. They got these names that I can't even pronounce. But I had to pull them up. There's this guy named Amani. He's a black artist with locks, and he's amazing. He's my favorite tattoo artist. I have to put Amani something. Can't even remember.
Is he the one used to when Obama been in the chair? He was doing the drawings for them.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I got to figure out his name.
He's great, yeah. And then I think Ryan Henry is a great artist, but he's more for the eyes. He's more for the eyes.
When you say more for the eyes,
you can take that as you may, right? But more for the eyes. He's more on the surface. He does great work, and he's somebody who I looks up to because he does a bunch of freehand. Now I don't care to do freehand because that's more time consuming. I know I can draw, prove it to you in other areas, but he draws on the body. That's cool now. So I love that about him. He's a great artist. And then like I said, Jeff Koons. As far as other aspects of media, I grew up in college, learned about Jeff Koons, and he builds sculpture monuments in different states. That's kind of what I want. If I could be the person that puts together the design for a monument in Washington or wherever, that's what I would love to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's not.
And that takes time
in a box for me, right? Now you got to figure out materials and what you're gonna do and how big. So that's my goal. Memorialize some shit.
Okay, I know that's
the plan.
Okay. Okay, not only she got painting, she has statues.
Yes, absolutely.
So what's like the end game?
The end game as to what the bottom line goal is, to what I want to see in the. I want to be able to have a legacy
in your 60s. Yeah, 60. You know what I'm saying? When you, because the older I get, it seems like the harder I work.
Absolutely.
I'm not mad at it, but it's for me. Yeah,
for sure. But my thing is, at the end, my end game is to, and I don't know what age that'll be, but as far as just me building a legacy, like I said, when I leave here, I want to not only be remembered, but and your legacy is not like the memorial statues that I'm talking about. That's not the legacy. Is what carries on. So what do I have as far as I don't know, maybe some small artist prize that's that passes on. You could be awarded this, or this could be something that's gifted as far as a foundation. That's what I mean. That's my. I want to end game wise. I want to be able to have something that carries on 30 years when I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So that's my goal.
A family name.
Yeah, absolutely. Craft, and something that my son can build on. And pass to his people. So that's the end game.
Now, does he have your talents?
Oh, he will.
Do you see it?
I do. He likes to sing. For one, I am very vocal. He definitely helps me with arts and crafts. He's an artist. He likes to draw. He just started kindergarten, so we're gonna execute those projects.
But now is the time.
Yeah, it is. He likes to help me with clay and all that stuff. Every time I get new art pieces, he wants to help right there. So I know he'll be great.
Okay.
For sure.
So I want you to draw me. Could you do that?
Absolutely.
Portraits and make the portrait.
Mm-hmm. Portraits are one of my top specialties. I will say that. Pat myself on the back.
I know that's right.
Yeah, portraits. I love drawing people. Faces are an amazing thing to me. So I love to capture features and shades and highlights. And I like to see every time I do it, I try to see how much more I want the picture to be able to be is this really them? I want you to touch it. So that's how I do. I love doing portraits. That's one of my most favorite things to do.
How long does that take you, process wise?
Tattoo or
the portrait
drawing?
If you was to, when I say drawing me, as in you sitting here drawing me, like now.
Oh, live.
In this state.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, if I was just looking at you, I've never done still images. That's not something I do. Somebody got a stage. I feel like you're waiting on me. I'm waiting on you. I'm more of a capture. Send me the photo. You know what type of brother. But if
I just see me
I had
now,
to, like,
when's she gonna be?
you good, right? Now you impatient.
Yeah.
No, so I'm more muscle, but
you drawing all the expressions on my face.
See, when a photo sent to me, I could take my time. But if you were sitting in
yeah.
front of me and I had to, I don't know, I would say an hour and a half. That's what it had to be for me to just get what I needed. Give me an hour
On
and
a
a half.
live portrait.
Yeah, that's kind of.
But you still have to do work after that.
Yeah, probably because I'm not gonna like it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my thing. I'm a perfectionist. I just need to take my time. I'm used to giving people a window. You know, like give me 3 to 5 business days. I'm not somebody who just like, oh, boom, let's do it right now. I like to think of a process. I like to, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I operate. And if you can't respect that, then I'm not the person for you. I'm not the artist. You know, that's it.
Look, even though I might be finished with it in 3 days, by taking them out of 2 days.
Yeah, to just kind of perfect and finalize exactly. Especially if I got 5 days, I'm not gonna give it to you early.
No,
I need to figure out what's missing. So yeah, that's how I operate.
Today I might don't see why I wake up and see tomorrow.
Exactly.
I didn't see that.
You'd be amazed how you step back and look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, Jerry, we thank you for coming through.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.
This first a few interviews that we're gonna have.
Absolutely, I'll be right here, ready for all of them.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
This was great.
Hey, be looking out for her. Having her on painting show. Or, you know what I'm saying? What do you call it?
Exhibition? Oh, so my own exhibition for my art gallery, and I'll be doing events like paint and sip or clay and mold and sip, so stuff like that. I'm gonna be doing all that stuff.
Stay tuned. We're gonna again. You got Tatted by Jerry, not just a tattoo artist.
There you go.
Again, give your social media outlets.
Social media, Facebook is TattedByJerri, and official _ TattedByJerri is my Instagram. You just hit me up on one of those platforms, and I'll be right here. You can see all my work on those platforms.
All right, we'll see you. UmbrellaTalk, Ron G, Tatted by Jerry. Peace.
You know that.